I remember one time that someone actually made a comment and it made me feel so bad. It made me feel so bad because I washed my clothes, like I actually did laundry. The only problem was then I was doing my laundry at home. Hey loves, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So first things first, guys, we're going to start today's video by talking about 10 tips to help you like smell good 24/7. So the first tip is cleanliness, guys. We talked about this before. We have to shower, we have to practice important personal hygiene, clean our nails, clean our ears, wash the back of our ears, wash our belly buttons, scrub our feet well. When your body is clean, most times there will be no odor, you know, like lasting or staying somewhere. That's the first tip. So cleanliness is important to practice cleanliness. The second thing that would help you to smell good all day is managing sweat or sweat management. So everybody sweats. Let's just be realistic, guys. Everybody sweats, but you have to figure out you know, where on the spectrum of sweating do you fall under. I used to think that I sweated a lot, but recently I've been realizing that I actually don't sweat that much. To manage your sweat, there are different things. There are deodorants and there are antiperspirants. So you need to know how to balance the two in order to achieve what you want, but you also want to make sure that you're not using things that have harmful chemicals on your body, because you need to care for your body. I currently use the one by Nivea Fresh. That's just the normal Nivea Fresh. Now the third thing that can help you smell good 24/7 is your diet. Guys, you are what you eat. I know that we make jokes about, you know, people who try to eat pineapples or what, you know, stuff for their pum-pums to taste good, but guys, it works. That's the truth. Like, it actually works. What you feed your body, if you eat a lot of red meat, a lot of, you know, ginger, garlic, all that stuff, if your diet is intense in those things can actually affect how you smell. I eat a lot of ginger and garlic, but like I say, it's not a bad thing. It just mixes somehow, you know, like with your scent, but it depends on like how you're doing it. So I think that if you would like to smell better, I would suggest, you know, drinking water, hydrating properly, trying to eat your fruits, trying to eat your vegetables, just feeding and nourishing your body right. That would actually help improve your scent. The secret to smelling good all the time, and I'm going to say that the secret to smelling good all the time is scent layering. I'm going to explain what scent layering is. So I know that a lot of times, you know, we don't care about what we use on our bodies. We just shower, do everything, we dress up, and then we just want to spray our perfumes and head out the window. But no, when you're choosing scents for all the other things that you incorporate into your daily routine, you have to make it a very serious process, because you want to make sure that you're choosing things that work well with your body, and then when they're layered with all the other things that you have, it's going to create magic. So I don't know if you've seen my body care routine. If you haven't seen it, check it out right here. Depending on how I'm feeling, sometimes I go in with this Johnson's baby oil. I go in with this Johnson oil gel in lavender. This thing smells divine. Like, the scent is so calming. I know that there's one from Vaseline, the cocoa one, if you like cocoa things on your skin, but me, this is like more my jam. This smells divine. You can see I'm almost out. Like, I've literally run out. I've been trying to find where I can restock on this. Now doing this, what this does, this is an oil, so like the scent actually still lingers on your body. So when you go over your entire skin with this, great call. Now for days where, you know, I don't want to oil my entire body, especially because I'm not wearing things where my body is showing, say I'm wearing something like this shirt today, I will just go in with this is the R&R Shea Oil in Serenity. This one has lavender in it as well. I think I kind of like how lavender smells. I kind of like how lavender smells like on my skin, but not in like perfumes or candles. Yes, so I go in with this. Now the trick is, when you use oil-based products on your skin and then you go in and you spray a perfume or a scent, it helps the scent linger. So the next thing I want to talk about is cloth care. So you said these are clothes, right? I don't know if it's happened to you before that you wash clothes and then the clothes come back and they're smelling a certain way, and then you use your perfumes but like the smell isn't changing. You feel like there's a sense that it just makes you feel off all through the day. Me, it's something that I have experienced so many times. I remember one time that someone actually made a comment and it made me feel so bad. It made me feel so bad because I washed my clothes, like I actually did laundry. The only problem was then I was doing my laundry at home. I was living somewhere where there were generators where people dried clothes. So basically what was happening was the smoke from the generator literally saturated my clothes, and I aired it and I couldn't, you know, rewash it just because of the circumstances of that day. But having someone, you know, tell me that made me feel very bad. So I went on this whole journey to kind of find ways to make sure that my clothes were, you know, smelling clean all the time and good and all of that. So the first thing that I discovered was you know, scent sachets rather. So, you know, like there are different scents. There's cinnamon, there's lavender. You just buy them, or scent bags. You just buy them and literally put them in the places that you store your clothes. So in your wardrobe, in your boxes. I think that one thing that has actually really helped me of lately is, since I moved, you know, into this new apartment, I've been trying to make sure that my clothes are always hanged instead of being folded in boxes. I've realized that it helps my clothes smell better, smell cleaner, smell fresher. So that's one tip. So you can put these, you can even use scented candles if you have extra ones, like I do sometimes. So I have an extra candle in my wardrobe. The candle is not even open, but my entire wardrobe already smells of this candle. It's just insane. Like, let's not even get into it, but it is what it is. So yes, those things can kind of help with your clothes smell. But these are two things that changed the game for me. These two bottles right here. So this one, this cost about, I think, under 1,000 naira. I'm not sure, and you can see how big the bottle is. And then this one cost me, like, see this one. This one cost me about £12 plus shipping. So let's not get into it, but I'm just going to talk about them real quick. So they're called fabric fresheners. So these, you know, like when you spray perfumes, you're actually not supposed to spray perfumes on your clothes because sometimes they leave dents, or even if you do them, put them in places where they aren't really like showing, because they can leave marks on your clothes, especially when you're wearing silk or some more expensive fibers. But these were meant to be sprayed on fabric. They were made to be that. So this one is called a dark this one is dark amber from Zara Home. It's actually a linen spray, but typically you can use linen sprays on fabric, so it kind of works either ways. And this one is the White Flowers fabric freshener by Astonish. So it has auto neutralizing technology. Now what I do is, if you do your laundry at home and you wash your laundry, now after washing your laundry, you spin it and you bring it out, you know, except you have a dryer. I don't have like something that dries my clothes completely, but you know, like you still have to spread those clothes to kind of dry, right? And when I'm doing my laundry, I use a scented detergent. I like to use the one from Sunlight. I then go ahead to also use a fabric softener depending on the kind of thing I'm washing. I try to go for the ones with floral fragrances, so like rose or lavender, those type of things. That's already the first step. But by the time you wash and you rinse twice and you spin, you find out that the scent is there, but it's not there like that. So what I now do is, before I spin or before I dry, depending on which one you prefer, I take my fabric freshener and I spritz. Please tell me this isn't open. Okay, yeah. So I spritz each cloth before I toss it in the tumble dryer, and then when it comes out, it's a bit drier, but it smells, you know, of this stuff. This actually smells real good. I like how it smells. It's the White Flowers one. or you can spin your clothes, and when you're done spinning your clothes, you spray this on it and you go and spread it. Or you can choose to do this one as well, anyone. But fabric fresheners will change your life. They're not as expensive, so you know, do you boo, do you. But I think that this changed the game for me. However, if you're allergic to, you know, stuff like this, I think that one thing that you can really do that is going to change the game for you is to get a spray bottle, any spray bottle, put water inside, take your favorite essential oil. It could be eucalyptus, it could be lemongrass, it could be tea tree, whatever essential oil that you like. Or you can do a cocktail, you can create a cocktail of essential oils, and you take those essential oils in drops and you mix it with water, distilled water preferably. I don't know where you can find that in Nigeria, but don't use the water from your tap. Sure, maybe you can use your pure water or bottled water, but don't use water from your tap. I don't trust the water from the tap in this country. But yes, you mix them and then you use them on your clothes instead of these two. But doing that would actually change the game for you. Your clothes would feel fresh, and even if for any reason you dash out the house without spraying a perfume, you have other things that are making you smell good. You have, you know, the scent you layered on your body. You have your clothes smell good already either way. So the next tip I'm going to give you guys is hydration. I already spoke about what you eat, and you know, just drink a lot of water to detoxify and just get it all out, so you can pee it all out and you can excrete all out. So drink a lot of water, guys. Drinking water is important. Drinking water is not only for your skin. Drinking water is for your entire health, your entire body. So please drink water, guys. Drink a lot of water. So now the next tip, this tip, girls, in fact even guys, this is for all of us. Clean hair. You see wigs, you see these wigs, when they don't smell good, it's not cute. When wigs don't smell good, it is not cute at all, like at all. So you have to make sure that your hair is clean, whether your wigs, whether your braids, whether your own natural hair. You have to make sure that they're clean at all times. And with the same thing as always, you can always layer scents to create an aura about you. Remember, how you smell is actually a combination of different things. It is not just one perfume. That's the reason why perfumes do not smell the same on everyone. They smell differently on people. So I don't think you should smell something on somebody and decide that it's going to smell good on you. I would ask that you always spritz it on you and see how that perfume matches with your chemistry, your body chemistry, because we're all unique. Okay, we're all unique. So clean hair, making sure you wash your hair. So when I wash my wigs or even my natural hair, I tend to choose products for the scents that they have as well. You can do unscented products, you don't have to use scented products, but just make sure that your hair is clean, that's what's important. But I like to use scented products. So on the affordable range, the Mega Growth range, I think you can get a shampoo and conditioner for like 1,500 naira. I have a discount code, so don't forget to use that code if you do get it. But I use it for my natural hair. I also use it to wash my wigs. I use it to wash this wig, and you know, guys, you can see it looks really good. So I use it to wash this wig. So ideally, I think that we should wash our wigs every week or every 2 weeks, especially if they're human hair wigs, right? Let me tell you why. You know how white people wash their hair all the time? When you buy wigs, you're literally buying someone's hair, so treat it how you would treat your own hair. Don't have wigs for months and you're wondering why it's tangling or why your comb is not passing through. Don't do that. So make sure your hair is clean at all times. And then washing it with, you know, products that you like how they smell, so that those products kind of linger in your wig and you really keep that scent. But here is another thing that changed the game. I discovered this right here. It is the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine Anti-Freeze Serum with argan oil from Morocco for frizzy, dry, unmanageable hair, instant sleek, proven strength system. This thing, I discovered it from Hailey Gamba on YouTube, and I was wondering, I was like, oh my god, I'm not in the US, how do I get this thing, Abby? But I think I googled it, and a website that sells hair products in Nigeria came up, and I got it from them. It was about 6,000 naira, but and it's for a 150 ml, which is kind of small. But the good thing is that you don't use this every day or every time, so it lasts for a while. It makes your hair smell really good. All you have to do is just, you know, take a really small portion. Even this small is enough, like this small, and then you just do that, and you just want to put it on the top, and then just do this. That's it really. So it could be any serum of your choice, but this one is really good for wigs and hair in general. I use it on my natural hair sometimes as well, so that's why I am recommending. Remember, I am recommending things that work for me. You don't have to use exactly what I use, but I'm just telling you what has worked for me. Now the next thing is your breath. This one, let me tell you guys, this one is such, like, because you don't want to go to someone and then say hi and person's like you don't want that. Like, you really do not want that. So here's it. I know that we wake up in the morning, we brush our teeth, and we try to make sure that we have a clean mouth, but I'm just going to tell you guys some tips and tricks that I use to keep my breath fresh all day long. The first one is not rinsing my mouth after I brush. I feel like, I'm not sure where I learned this from. I think it's like on the internet. Like I said, guys, I google a lot of things. How to brush well, how to make sure your mouth never smells, like stuff like that. I just google random things, so I found it. Apparently you're not supposed to rinse out your toothpaste after brushing your teeth. You're supposed to just close your mouth and, you know, let the toothpaste work its magic. Or so what I do is I do that, or rather on most days after brushing I leave the toothpaste in my mouth, and then I use a mouthwash that doesn't have alcohol in it. I've talked about my mouthwash before. If I go and watch my body care routine, I think I talked about that there, but it's the Colgate one. It does not have alcohol, so I use that to rinse out my mouth. Now that keeps my mouth fresher for longer. However, to support those efforts I've made during the day, because when I go out I'm going to eat, I might eat fish, I might eat garlic, I might eat ginger, I might eat onion, I might eat tomato. In fact, let's not even talk about what you might go out and eat, right? But what I then do is I keep breath mints or gum in my bag, and I try to take them especially after meals or if I'm going somewhere new, just because, like, think about it, you've done all these things to make yourself, you know, smell great, and then you open your mouth and there's like a mint scent. So imagine a mint scent mixing with all the scent you already have. Remember that you smelling good, it's a combination of all the things around you. It's not just the combination of the perfume you choose for the day. Remember that is very key. Remember that. So yeah, just, you can buy Orbits, just have it in your bag, just pop it in your mouth, or you can buy the Clorets one. That one is really cheap. It doesn't last like taste and as long as Orbit does, but you can just use it, have a fresh breath, and throw it away, especially if you don't like to chew gum. Another thing that can help you smell good 24/7 is hand lotions, especially the ones that are scented and are nice. Not only do they add to your overall scent, but they keep your hands soft and your nails strong. I had one from L'Occitane, but those ones are a bit expensive. I think they're about 4,000 naira for one, for a small tube, and you know, they don't last as much, but the scents are amazing. They even have the Japanese cherry blossom one. That's the one I just finished using. But then you can also go to Yves Rocher. They have a store at the Palms Mall. You can get a tube of hand lotion from them for, I think, 2,000. It shall no more than 3,000, that one I'm sure of. And you can have these hand lotions in your bag, so when you go to the bathroom you can just, you know, apply it on your hands, bring it down to your arm, and they're just, you know, helping with your scent while keeping your hands soft and moisturized, because we don't do ashy hands. We don't do ashy hands. The last and final tip to smell good every day, guys, is shoes. I'm taking a breath because this thing I'm about to say might be taken in the right or wrong way, and I'm not really trying to tell anybody how to live their lives, but I just really hope that you learn from this. except their work shoes, you should not wear the same shoes every day. And I understand that, you know, you might say things like, oh, I can only afford one good shoe, so I might wear this shoe every time. But then if that's the case, then no problem. Make sure they are open-toed shoes, or you try to air them as much as possible, because you see smelly shoes, they are such a terrible thing. Like, it doesn't matter all these things that you've done to make yourself smell okay here. If you wear smelly shoes and you just move your feet inside one side and the air from the shoe comes up, it literally ruins all the hard work that you've done. So it is so important to avoid smelly shoes. Air your shoes after wearing them. Make sure your shoes are dry before you bring them inside. Put them in the sun over the weekend. Try to rotate off, or you know, change up your shoes. If you have 2 pairs, you can say, okay, I'll wear this on this day so that I can air it and wear this one on the second day. That was what I did when I was in university, and I know how many people ruined my day with their smelly shoes. This is why I kept this one as the last point, because it's something that I'm passionate about. I know people say you can use dry shampoos or use some shoe sprays for your shoes, but I think that the smelly shoes happen because of, you know, overwearing or moisture. There are just so many things that can cause the smelly shoes problem. So I'll just recommend that, you know, air your shoes and just make sure your shoes don't smell. So we've come to the end of this video. If you're still here, don't forget to like, don't forget to share this video with someone who would find it helpful. Don't forget to drop your comments. Did you learn anything new? Did you find any tips you'll be doing? Are there any things that I recommended that you're going to be looking into getting? And don't forget to share this on your stories and tag me as well, so that I can see the part of the video that you're watching. I really love you guys, and I'm happy that you joined this circle and you're sticking with me as we continue to live intentionally, caring for ourselves and leveling ourselves up. Have a good weekend, day.